Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Oh,
go.
yep. Hey. Okay, so I am having a bit of technical issues, but that is okay. I am still here. It will not let me show myself. However, you guys can see my beautiful face and my beautiful partner face. We, work with Birthing 5D. Go ahead, Lee.
Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, so as I'm doing this, so what I found out, and Catrice has taught us too, is that we have, especially healers, like energetic healers, we have a team that, like our guardians, they are the ones who actually are able to help us in healing. But then also, what I've noticed too is before coming in here, yeah, I'm going to ask my team to come in and help heal, right? But then I remember what Shar said, like if you're not comfortable asking your guides to heal, ask your clients' guides to come in and facilitate their healing, if that makes sense. So, for example, if we are to heal Shar and I'm not quite ready to call in my healing team, right? Or my guides to help heal Shar, I will ask Shar's guides to come and help facilitate her healing, if that makes sense, because that's why they're here on, or that's why they're here with Shar, right? They're here to support Shar. And so, I mean, for me, because I feel like I stepped into this role of a healer, that my guides know that this is part of their role to help me kind of conserve my energy, my human energy. I've noticed that when Mother Ethereal comes in, she is just a ball of energy and fire, right? But then my human body is like, whoa, slow down. It's like this is a lot to take on, right? So it's amazing, especially when you have your third eye and also with people who are um feelers like Angela, she can feel like the Pleiadians where they're working at because each healer has a specific energy signature, right? And you become, as you do this more and more, you will become more aware of what signature belongs to who, if that makes sense. Um, and then also, when you're working on yourself, you'll know what is your signature and who are your guides. Granted, I am still learning too, like who are these my guides or my clients' guides? But to be honest, I never judge. I just allow whoever wants to come in to come in and assist because usually they are here for the highest good, right? And right before this session, I also want to say um, I usually do a prayer. I call in the highest light beings, my guides, my angels, God. I pray to God saying, please, God, protect this session. Make sure that nothing of any low vibration come in here. Only of the highest vibration may enter, and I don't even talk about like low vibrations. I say only the highest vibrations can enter, and um, the client's guides and angels and whatnot. So just it's a little tidbit that I've learned to do myself, and I hope that you guys will do the same if you do have your own practice of healing, right? Or if you just want to do it um just for friends, just make sure you do that little prayer in your head or out loud. It doesn't really matter as long as you set the intention, right?
Mhm.
All right. So, who feels like they need a little pick me up first?
Well, before we ask
Oh,
about a pick me up, does anybody want like just what I'm feeling right now with each of you guys? You want me to just tap in
yeah.
and see what I feel right now? Because it is
Yeah,
okay.
that's what
So
we
you know
want.
what? This is so funny. When I look at you two guys together, I see a future team. If I'm being honest, Shar and Allison, I see a futures team because Shar is the fire and Allison is the water. I feel like you two could really come together and co-create something beautiful if you guys choose to. Allison, I still feel like your energy is very like shrinking, like you're shrinking a bit more than what you want to do. I feel like you have so many aspirations and dreams and goals and just all this stuff. You're just like, yes, let's go.
Mhm.
And you're like, Yeah, okay.
That's the way it's
Like,
been. Yep.
yeah, so I just feel like you're
Mhm.
ready to like burst out. Like you're just ready
Yes.
to like I just feel like swimming up to the water and just like thank God. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
then with you, Charlotte, it's so funny. I see that you are so up there. You're like spiritual. You're in space. You're like, yeah, I'm on 12D, 11D, 10D,
Oh,
9D. You know what I mean? I see you up there. However, your body though, your
mm,
body is not there in a sense like your spiritual self is there and your body is not there. And I think you two should co-collab. Like I'm saying like where you guys are at now, I really think that you guys leaning on each other is such a good thing. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you guys have like contrasts that literally will like help each other. Like you guys are literally mirrors to each other. Where you guys want to go, you guys are literally you mirror that. There is no mistake that Lee brought you in as Allison and Charlotte. You guys, there's no mistake that you guys got, you know what I mean, out of the grasp of, but this is no mistake. This is a real opportunity for you guys to really learn from each other. You and just individually by yourselves too, if you choose to do that. I don't want to like force anything, but
mhm.
I literally see like the highest timeline YouTube working together. You guys are actually a good spiritual team together. Like Charlotte can help you with the insights, which you can't within like you can't see yourself, and Allison can help you just
Yeah.
come become more grounded and embodied as Charlotte. Like I just see that within you guys. And I am so proud of you guys. You guys have grown immensely. And I know you don't feel like that, Allison, but honestly, you have
Yeah.
immensely. Like just from where
Mhm.
you were to where you are now, you don't have to tell me nothing. I could just feel the energy of it, the energetics. Whatever Lee has been doing for both of you guys has really been working. Charlotte, look at you coming out with your red hair, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes, I see you, Charlotte. I see you.
Look the
And I
feminine divine.
yes, yes. And you too, Allison. I swear, like I know you want to be all cute and stuff. Like I shout you out too, girl, because you look great, honestly. And I know there's been a lot going on for the both of you, but I
Mm.
swear this is the path to success. And that's it. Go ahead, Motherly Theory.
Oh, I
Thank
appreciate that.
you. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate that because we lean on each other a lot. And she's like my go-to person. It's like I've found a very um beautiful friend. I had lost one of my best friends in December. And she and Charlotte are so similar. So it's like I gained a whole new soul friend.
Yeah.
You know,
And like I really feel like that. So I just and the times that have been tough the past few weeks, like I can call her and just um talk. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Trinity. You picked it up right away. Thank
so
you. Hmm.
sweet.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you guys are so beautiful together. Okay, go ahead, Lee, my bad.
Yes. Oh no, I was just gonna insert a little tidbit of Trini saying that she sees you guys as a spiritual team. It reminds me of when Angela and I first started and we leaned on each other a lot. You know what I mean? And just being with each other. And I just feel so bad. This month has been insanely crazy for me. And I just needed some time to really like find my energy again, like find like being an empath, you take things as your own, right? So my boundaries were just so muddled and I had to fortify a lot of it. And so I'm not saying that I'm like perfect, but I'm just saying I'm pretty good now. But who knows, I could dip down again, right? But yes, I'm just this is why I felt my energy skyrocket today and it felt so good. I was like, oh, today's the day, today's the day. I need to get Allison and Shar because I know that they probably need to pick me up and just like we just need to chat and just, talk spiritual stuff, whatever you guys need, right? And I'm here to support you and same thing with Trini. Um And so, yeah, and then I want to share some of my visions that I have with you guys and, and just, connect and nothing too serious. Again, a more feminine approach, which is more fun and fluid, right? And we just go with the flow, um, and trying not to be as rigid, right? But yeah, all right.
Oh my God, Lee. First, I can I just say some things for you, Lee, and for Allison and for Charlotte, for all of you guys, honestly. Lee, first of all, I just want to let you know that I'm also very proud of you. You have really grown as a teacher, as a mentor, as a guide, as a spiritual guide. Like you have really immensely grown so much. And you have took the guardianship of Allison and Charlotte, right?
Mhm.
The honestly, it almost feels like not in a bad way that you guys are underdogs. And it's so funny because I was literally just watching Building the Band from Netflix. And I was just thinking about season 4, how they went from like life just bullying them down to just these amazing, talented people. And you guys are so freaking beautiful. And I am just so glad that like all of this has transpired. Like just I am just so proud of just like everyone. Like my heart immensely goes out to each and every one of you. And just Lee, like don't ever worry about spiraling. I will always be there for you. I will always be there to help if you need it, like whatever you need, you know? So I genuinely, just appreciate this. And I can't not wait for Lee to share her insights because I want to know. And
Mhm.
I just had to say that. I just had to big Lee up a little bit too because let's go,
Yeah. Oh,
Lee.
yeah.
Let's go,
Mhm.
Lee.
We
Yes, yes,
appreciate you
yes, yes,
guys.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Because she is so genuine, especially with what she said. Like she was like, "Oh, it reminded me of me and Angela," and I really saw that within them, and I see that too
Mhm.
within you guys. And it is such a beautiful reminder when you can go back to the beginning and you just have your partner, your best friend, your companion, someone that you can rely on to build these things with. And yeah, I just wanted to confirm and just say all those things. Okay, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Trini. Okay, so we are gonna, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to see if I can heal both of you. I just see you guys on your own tables right now in my healing chamber
Mhm.
or in the dimension, to be honest, like I don't know what dimension it is, but I know when it is a safe place when I'm getting chills because it's all pink, right? That's where I do most of my healing is in an area that is divinely pink and I see the tables and I see each of you going on the tables and each of you having your team of healers, um, your spiritual healers in the higher realms with you. And so and I hear just receive for today because I feel like
Mhm.
it's been a long time since you guys have been, spiritually pampered. So so let's do this right now. I see the tables and I see your oversouls wanting to lay down. So let's take a few deep breaths and let's ground into this moment and just feel, right? Big belly breath in, fill up your belly, and then release. Do it 2 more times and squeeze your belly like a pancake. All the excess air out. And one more. Now, we're going to release your grounding cord. So go ahead and release your grounding cord. We're going to create a new one. Let's create one for you, your physical body, and also your astral body as well. Beautiful. Good job, ladies. And now I want you to imagine a golden sun in front of you, your golden sun. And it has your magnet in there and call back all of your energy. Call it back. And as you're doing that, I'm gonna have the sun's rays melt away the dense energy around your auric field. You might be able to feel it, or you can see it melting from the crown down to your ears, down your neck, down to your heart. And every time it's melting away, relax those muscles, let it go, down to your belly, down your arms, around your hips, around your thighs, down your legs, and around your feet. I just want you to feel how light it is right now. I see each of your team pulling the dense energy and transmuting it. It's almost like a glove, if that makes sense. It's like a sleeve. Now, on your next inhale, go ahead and take a deep breath in. And then when you release, release energetic roots out of your feet. Grow as deep as you can. And then on your next inhale, breathe in Mother Gaia's beautiful grounding energy up your feet. Let it travel up your legs. Around your hips. To your root. To your stomach. To your heart. To your throat. Your third eye. And your crown. Just feel her presence within you and groundedness. Give thanks to yourself and your team for being here with you today and assisting in the healing process. Know that you can always do this. Just taking a moment, maybe like 10 minutes out of your time to energetically clear yourself when you feel heavy and call your energy back and create a new grounding cord. Now let that energy cascade out of your crown and into your auric field. Now this is a beautiful merging of the divine masculine and feminine energy. All right. I'm going to take a step back. Shar, I see white light coming in for you, especially in your heart chakra.
Oh yeah, Charlotte, I am helping to assist to pulling your energy down and becoming more grounded And Allison, I am going to be assisting bringing your energy up from the groundedness. Like, I've been kind of doing a what's called an energetic transplant where Allison, you have what Charlotte needs, and Charlotte, you have what Allison needs. So I've been kind of like, transmuting the energy and kind of switching it around a little bit, playing with it, because what you need, Allison, is a lift me up. What you need, Charlotte, is a ground me now. So that's what I'm doing in the background with you guys' permission, of course.
I always feel it up there.
Yeah, that's why I just feel like, okay, it's
You
time to
need a
pull her
ground.
back down.
Yeah.
It's time to pull her down, and I'm pulling you down as we
Yeah, it didn't
speak.
surprise me
And
at least.
Oh, we
yeah,
lost.
we lost Allison.
Yeah. She'll come back on.
Yeah, she'll come back.
I actually was I was bringing energy up and bringing it out my ears this morning because my head was so full and I wasn't doing it right. So I probably brought more energy up into my head.
You did actually, you know what, Charlotte? You know what I want to do? You know what I want you to do for this healing session? I want you to grab either a candle that you can hold on to or some type of crystal, grounding crystal that you can hold on to in this session. Because I feel like your five senses really ground you. So I feel like touch is one of those big things you could feel. So it could ground you. So any crystal, any candle, incense, whatever, sage, whatever you feel, go with what you feel,
Tried to
Charlotte.
light it.
You are so powerful. You know what you need, Charlotte. You are so powerful. There we go.
Lee, when I
Yes.
was meditating a little while ago, I almost started crying. I was in a pink room, but I didn't see any beds or anything. It was weird. It was all pink.
I love it.
Beautiful, and it had like an aura of shininess. All I didn't know where I was. I was
Yeah,
breathing
that's
in
because you went
malaria.
so up.
I
You
was
went too up, Charlotte, without grounding. You went a little bit too up without grounding. That's why all you saw was a pink room. Sometimes when we go into the astrals, if we're not grounded, we're not able to see the bigger picture. So we have
oh,
to make sure that we're grounded before going into astrals,
gotcha.
because then everything physical comes to life as well.
So is that where we are when we go to sleep too?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So you're like, we're
I've
in the
been seeing
astral.
tons I've been seeing tons of people that aren't alive anymore.
Oh
Nothing bad,
no.
nothing negative.
Yeah, no, that
I'm
sounds
even
about
starting
right.
to see energy in my room. Like I never saw energy before. I started seeing energy in my room. It was black though.
But
Is that
see, Charlotte, okay, so you know how you say, I see energy in my room. You feel how that's going up? I see energy in my room. That
yeah?
means you're not grounded. That's coming when you start to hear energy, you'll start to hear, oh my God, I see so much energy. That means you're too up.
Well, I was sleeping, so I had the astral cord on. You know that I
Yeah.
always use that at night, and I was just almost asleep, and I looked by the side of my head, and there was this round. It didn't feel negative at all. Like in other words, I
Mhm.
would have jumped out of bed, but I just put my head back down and went to sleep. It was just hard to explain. It was totally a bizarre experience for me, but yeah. So maybe I didn't use two cords. You know, Allison taught me how to use two. So I've been usually use two. I only used one. You know, but like I saw yeah, I saw many people.
So,
I think
Charlotte,
that have
you
passed
don't,
away. I
so
saw
Charlotte, this is what's going on. You don't need just one grounding cord. You need a grounding cord for all seven chakras. Because
okay.
of who you are and where you come from, you need all seven for right now. You'll
Okay.
eventually get to the point. That's what they don't tell you. They tell you like how to get to the very end without embodying what it's like to get from beginning to end. So
Right.
that's where spirituality is going wrong. And so that's what people like us, we're here to help you do, is to go from,
Thank you.
just knowing to the end, like just going from beginning to end versus just all the way to the end. Like, how do you get to the end?
Okay.
So that is what we're here to do. So right now you need seven. You need
Okay.
seven because of who you are. You are actually from the astrals. That's why you're having such a hard time here on earth, because you actually are a star seed. You're not from here. So it's hard. It's
Right.
really hard, but I want to let you know that, just leaning on that support and then leaning on your own support in terms of groundingness, because I had to learn that,
Right.
sometimes I might not have the people in my corner that I have, and I have to take care of myself. And that's also what we're here to teach you, is how to do it yourself, because
Right.
people have to learn to go back into their sovereignty, self-healing, self-channeling. You
100%.
guys have so many gifts and abilities, and we're just here to bring it out of you in a sovereign way,
Mm.
Yeah, I go back and I
So,
look at videos all the time
yeah,
and practice, and I mean, seriously, since day one I have taken a cold shower or a cold bath. I mean, I take a hot one too with the candles and all that, but it always ends with resetting, like what you told me from that first video. And
yeah,
I would not do, I mean, there just wouldn't be a day that I wouldn't do it. It just totally helps that, and of course a new nervous system.
yes, no, for sure. And
that
no, I
really
completely,
that really helped a lot. Sorry, I had
no,
to.
I am totally glad. Yeah, Charlotte, you need at least 7 grounding cords
So do I
whenever
just
you
do it the
are
same way
speaking.
as I do from the root chakra?
Yeah.
And then I just do an ethereal cord from each chakra.
Mhm.
Is that how
Yeah.
I do it? Front and back, or just the back, or from like?
I think
Oh my gosh,
just
I'm so proud of you. Yeah.
the back,
Yeah, and
the back.
I'm so glad. I'm so proud of you, Charlotte, so much.
Thank.
I want to ask Allison, how are you doing? Because you're also pulling towards me in such a deep way. How are you feeling? Like, how are you doing? What's going on in life?
Um, to be honest, I feel like I'm
I'll be right back.
getting so sucked into the 3D life. It's like really weighing me down. Like when you said I was shrinking, yes, that's the word. Um, because I'm torn between
Oh no.
Uh-oh, this is literally such a confirmation. It's not even funny. The fact
Yeah.
that you keep pausing, it just,
Should I put
oh,
my?
my heart goes out to her so bad because, oh my gosh, yeah, yeah,
I
okay,
don't
yeah, go
know.
ahead, Allison, please. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just trying to be like I'm a different person. And I just want to be genuine and authentic. And I feel like I have one foot in and one foot out, if that makes sense. One foot in, one foot out. I constantly feel like I'm doing this game of one foot in, one foot out, and it's making me exhausted.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with it.
So you're at your, I want to say fork in the road, Allison, right?
Damn.
Like you have to decide, like, do you want to keep having this tug of war? Because it's gonna nag at you. Your soul already knows what it needs to do, but your physical body and your mind has to take the plunge. We've talked about we talked about this, and summer is coming to an end, right? And and I think that's what you're feeling, is that
Right,
pull to make a decision. But of
right.
course, it's still free will, right, honey? That you get to decide. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Sorry, Trini. Do
Oh
you
no,
want to?
no, you are okay. I want to tell Allison, take some time. Don't rush into this whole thing. Don't think
okay.
that it has to be perfect. Basically, when Lee says make a decision, what she's saying is basically make the decision to want to change. Okay, guess what? Summer is getting to the point where it's over. Fall is where everything falls away. So make that intention for things that no longer serve you to fall away and let it naturally happen
Yeah,
for you right now. Everything is all about you right now, Allison, about
right.
you, your worth, your strength, everything.
True.
You definitely do need to work on just making yourself a priority. I will say that, but also give yourself grace as you build yourself up towards
Mm.
this point. Because being tired can mean, hey, I just want to make a decision right now, like Lee said, making a decision. Just say, you know what? It might not be perfect in the beginning, but you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make a declaration that I am going to be in my divine femininity with by maybe even 2026 or whatever you feel comfortable with.
Right.
Start at the very beginning and work your way up because that is how it goes. Because you're going to have times where you're knocked down, but then it's going to be like, okay, how can Allison build herself up? She was prepped for this. Think of this as your prepping ground. Things like
Mm-hmm.
beating you up and tearing you down, look at this as your prepping ground. Because let me tell you something, a lot of people use their energy in the wrong way, as like just in terms of like masculine energy. Instead of it putting them towards themselves, they're putting it outside of themselves. And that is what's missing. When you have your masculine energy, when it's missing outside of yourself, and you're not putting that energy towards yourself, then you're never going to get anywhere. That's the matrix. The
Right.
matrix is literally looking outside of yourself. The matrix was built for that. To
Mm-hmm.
become sovereign, you have to put your masculine within yourself and look within and say, you know what, I'm going to build myself up. Go ahead, Lee.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
I was just
Oh,
gonna say,
okay.
um,
Mm-hmm.
how are you guys feeling? I know Allison just got booted off during the healing session. I feel like we kind of jumped into just like a pep talk and stuff. I just want to make sure, how are you guys feeling energetically? Do you feel a little lighter, or should we go back and start it again and give a little bit more time for the release and the rejuvenation of your energies? How are you guys feeling?
I don't know, Charlotte. I feel pretty good because I released it just now. I do
Okay.
want to say that when you were doing the energy, this typically happens to me though, where I feel it all like radiating, but I feel it pulsating
Yeah.
all throughout this part of me.
Yeah. I
Okay.
love that.
So I don't know what you felt, Charlotte, but that's what I feel. I feel like this rise and then I'm able to get it out of me. I That's what really happens. I truly, truly feel it. I'm not just saying it. I feel it all over. So you do a fantastic job with moving the energy out. Because when I call my energy back, what I realized was, or when you called the energy back, was that I literally gave it to everything and everyone.
Mm.
And when it came flowing back into me, it was like radiating and making me feel like my whole body was pulsating because I am giving way too much. What about you, Charlotte? That's the way I feel like I really realized it in that moment.
I'm just tingling. My heart definitely feels lighter.
Yeah.
It was so heavy, and I'm just
I
tingling. But I feel all right. I mean, yeah, I've just been tired, really tired, like very tired,
and and
not
this
sleeping well.
kind of leads into like the feminine way of the feminine approach to spirituality, right? And first off, Allison, I caught you saying when you were clearing, it wasn't me. I was just saying the words. It was
Yeah.
actually you who called in. I just said, imagine the sun and your magnet in and call it back. And it was you, honey. It was
Yeah.
you. Don't give your power away. Know that I say words so that you can make the intention and make it happen. Like, and and also your spirit team was there. Each of you had all of your healing practitioners with you, you know. This time I just made sure because you guys are aware, right? You guys are connected to your team. So it doesn't make any sense for me to call my team in, right? Because it's like, well,
Mhm.
you want to build a connection with these guys, right? So it was your team there. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at first I said I did it, and then I said you. Like I
Yes. Yes.
switched it. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
said
like,
that to Charlotte. I was like, I keep giving my power away. I keep thinking I'm
yeah.
not good enough. I've said this the whole week. I don't know why.
Now,
I know, and I tell her all the time, but you know, sometimes it's easy to give that advice and still not even take your own. We
But
all know that.
see, but see, Allison, you see how that clarity gave you a lot of power?
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You're so grounded that you're not even letting the energy flow up. Charlotte, you're so up that you're not letting the energy flow down. So this is what you guys can actually teach each other in, in different ways. So, and like, like we said, you did the work. When you use your third eye, when you got that clarity, that confirmation that like it gave you so much light, even before then, you didn't really need that. I'm just saying, like, from the energy you are now is so strong. It's like, yeah. But yeah, like it was it was just like so not like funny in a haha way from like where you were then to where you are now. You're like, yeah, okay. I see this, and then like, Charlotte, she's like, I need just a little bit more grounding, guys. Okay. So
Well, I've always had a
we're gonna
problem. Lee, you know that.
I'm gonna help
Always
you,
had a problem
Charlotte. I'm
around
gonna help you. I'm gonna help you, Charlotte. I'm gonna help you. Don't worry.
why.
Um
I'm serious. Since I even started 2 years ago on my journey, I have always had difficulty grounding, and I feel like I'm doing it, but I mean, I don't get it because I'm in the woods all the time. I'm grounding into Gaia outside all the time, and I just always have a difficult time, or at least maybe I'm grounding and I'm not staying grounded.
so I want you to practice. I don't think it's all about being grounded because I've noticed that Trini and I are parallels, right? We have multiple lives on different universes right now simultaneously, right? And Shar, to be honest, I think you're a parallel as well.
Hmm.
And that's probably why it's hard for you to ground because you're so connected to your other lives on different planets right now, you know? And my challenge for you is to be present. That's how you can ground is be present right now. Don't get swept away by like all the messages and all of the sounds and everything you hear. Just notice them and just say, "Oh, that's something." And you have a choice, Shar, to say, "Oh, I want to write this down," or I don't. And no, see, that's the thing. When I first got swept up in the higher realms, like I would always follow that thing and I would forget to live this human life. You
Mm.
know what I mean? And that is not why we're here.
No, I know. It's
Yeah,
hard. Like, you don't,
it is
I've been
so
feeling
hard.
lately like
I
I
know.
just don't even want to be. Like,
I
I don't
know.
know how to explain it, but it's like, it's not that I don't want to be here. I want to be alive. I want to be here, but I
It's
feel like I don't belong here.
yeah.
And I feel guilty for saying that. I've known for a long time. I've had somebody tell me a couple of years ago that I'm in and out of dimensions all the time. If I would say, where am I now? She'd say, sure, I don't know where you are. You're either in 10 or 11 or 9. I never know where you are, is what she would say to me.
Yeah.
Even when you're awake, she said sometimes.
Yeah.
So I wish that feeling would go away because I do feel like guilty that I feel that way, like ungrateful. But I'm not. I'm grateful. I have more gratitude for you guys, for everything and everyone. But it's difficult. I think that's where I'm struggling right now. And I
This
think Allison might be struggling with that a lot too. Maybe it's because she's going back and forth with the 3D so much and stuff like that. That's a struggle. Did you guys go through that, or are you still?
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know what the beautiful thing about this whole thing is, living in like parallel universes, is that you get to help humanity throughout all different types of universes that you're in. So right now, the way you help humanity is helping yourself. You have to bring the codes back online. That's the whole point, is that we have to bring the codes back online. Even you, Allison, have to bring the codes back online. That's why it's so tough. That's why it's not easy. It's not easy because this is how dense the 3D world is. And we're meant to bring these codes back online. And it was never meant to be easy because we're taking on humanity's collective karmic traumas, loops, like even just ourselves personally, ancestrally. You can't really hide from any of that, but it's the point is that no matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter what, I'm going to bring it back online anyways. And we're here to do it the divine feminine way where you get to have fun, you get to play, you get to have everything you ever wanted, bringing back that soft girl era codes online. That is what everyone is meant, that's what we are meant to do. You too, Allison, Charlotte, like the reason why you guys are going through this right now is because collectively somebody else is going through that too. So who's gonna awaken the codes? Do we all want to go through the same thing and just keep going through the same thing? Or do we want to awaken those codes and be able to awaken it within humanity? That's what we have to ask ourselves when we're going through these things. Yeah, I get it. It sucks. It sucks so bad, but who's gonna do it? But
Mhm.
who's gonna do it, right? We
We
are
said
going to
we
do it, and
would.
we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it the right way this time. Everybody's been doing it in a masculine way. That's why it hasn't been working. It's time to come back to the feminine codes, the feminine essence. This is why you guys are going through such a tough time, even on the masculine scale, like being masculine, 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 because you have to come back to yourself. Remember who you are as a divine feminine. Remember who you are. Remember what you came here to do. Go inside of yourself, even when it feels hard. Go within. Like, do whatever you need to do. Nobody could ever tell you what your spiritual path or journey looks like. Do whatever is best for you. Follow that divine feminine essence again. Whatever makes you feel soft, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Because guess what? If you keep going with humanity, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to keep going in loops too.
No,
But
I'm
when you
not.
choose yourself
Yes.
and you
Yes.
choose to be
That's the part.
sovereign
That's
and you
yep.
choose your own path, you got to fight for yourself. That's the thing. The
Yep.
masculine needs to fight from within. You need, like, your masculine needs to go within, not without. And I know it's kind of like, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? Just choose yourself each and every time. If it doesn't make you feel good, then that is not the path you need to choose. If it makes you feel good, that is the divine feminine way. That's you following your heart. Your heart is going to be so high vibrational every time you choose yourself. Choosing yourself, that is the biggest feminine wound that is here collectively on the planet, is women choosing themselves. We have to choose ourselves this time. Otherwise, the men will never be able to choose themselves neither. They're even more masculine. And who's going to help them if we can't help ourselves? We
Mhm.
I
are
don't know. That
God. God is a woman.
Mhm.
Period. Everything goes right back to femininity when you think about it. But that's
Mhm.
it. Uh,
Yeah, that's really beautiful. I mean, you had talked about the loophole too, and I think that we don't want to get stuck in that pattern over and over and over and go back to the fork in the road. We talk about that too, Charlotte. We
yeah,
speak of that.
it seems like always a loophole.
And so we're doing the I mean, I like how there is no timeline for this. We're just going with the flow, getting where we need to get to. And also like the connection has been essential for me on this journey and turning towards someone and
Mhm.
turning towards you guys because and not all the time, but here and there, just because that connection helps you know that you're on the right track and that you're not alone in this path. There's other people with you doing this together,
Mhm.
and
I
that
love that.
helps. Yeah.
Okay, so this is perfect. A perfect segue of what are you guys working on right now that you feel like you're struggling with? And let's analyze that in a feminine approach. And we'll give you some tips on how to approach that difficulty. What is a goal that you want to, or a pattern that you want to release? For example, for me, it's martyrdom. I can't
Mhm.
even say it, like overgiving, and
Mm.
that was something that I've been strongly working on this month, and protecting, knowing what is my energy versus other people's energy, and saying no thank you, no thank you, and like hitting it out of the park, if that makes sense, hitting it back to them. So anyways, um what are what is one pattern that you guys are working on to break?
Do you know what yours is, Charlotte?
You go.
I know right away,
I know what yours is too.
like immediately. Just the fact that it goes back. I'm going for a full circle to the beginning of this.
It's
I
okay.
can't believe this. I cannot believe this. It's coming back around again. And you know why? Because I haven't let it go. Okay. It's coming back and then it's going to come back. My ability to always have to be the best at what I do. I always have to know exactly what to say, when to say. In my profession, I got to be on my toes all the time. I have to be problem solving on my toes. I'm a I do amazing work with people. I know that about myself, but I'm in whole new territory where I am right now. And I'm starting to question myself. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not good at this. I don't think I should do this." And here I go again. I do it all over again. It's like this cycle. But then I know in the back of my mind, I have this. I got this. I've had 20 years of work on this. Like, what the heck? Just because it's something new doesn't mean I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just solved my own problem.
Trusting yourself.
Do you,
Trusting myself.
yeah. Do you know how to tackle that other than trusting yourself? Do you know what it looks like to trust in yourself? Give an example of how you can overcome this pattern of yours.
Hmm. Just knowing that like no one's perfect, nothing's perfect, and my overthinking through everything has to be a certain way is the other thing is I'm starting to like things don't resonate with me the same way. Like I don't have to do step-by-step methods. I just can't do it anymore.
Mhm.
I'm free flowing, going with the flow, meeting people where they are. My empathy is so gigantic that I have to work on like calling my power back all the time. Like we helped each other today because that will help me refuel and give me the energy I need in a positive way instead of depleted and drained in a negative way.
Oh,
There's several things.
you know what, Allison? You know what you said that really resonated when you said calling your power back. And that really hit me because as women, we always need to call our power back because we're not choosing ourselves. That's
Yes,
why we
it's true.
continuously have to call our power back. And when we start to choose ourselves, then more and more we won't have to call our power back because we already had our power to begin with. So
Yeah.
that really hit me, Allison. Thank you for that. And I just want to give you a tip. I think starting small and trusting yourself is in those moments, like you said, when you're like, oh, am I good at this? Can I do that? I think you need to really reflect, is this me or is this the projection that I put on myself through the lens of society?
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that's what you need to start when you
That's it.
and guess what? And when you do that, if you do say, oh, am I doing this, am I doing that, or whatever, it's okay when you do it. Then even if you do it and you quote unquote make a mistake, I don't think it's making a mistake. I think it's just you relearning who you are. If you do find yourself doing that in those moments and you feel down on yourself, just say, you know what, I'm about to pick up myself right now, not think about anything. I'm going to pick myself up right now. You know what, I didn't do this, but now I
Mhm.
acknowledge that this is what I'm going to do next time. The
Mhm.
acknowledgement, when you keep acknowledging yourself, even when it has happened, that means that you have the potential to grow. That is such a beautiful thing that not a lot of people have. So when you find yourself doing those things, don't get down on yourself, even if it
Right.
hits you 4 days later. But guess what? You became aware, and that awareness is key to growth no
Right.
matter what. Give yourself
Oh,
grace, give yourself mercy. And I think that's
yeah.
one of the things you're really struggling with is giving yourself that grace to just be, to just live. Because, again, you're
Yeah.
looking at it through the
True.
lens of society, but it's okay though, because you have the potential to grow. The fact that you are here right now means a lot, Allison. So give yourself
Mhm.
a freaking pat on the back. The
Yeah.
fact that you can even be aware of these things,
Hmm.
you're doing so good. And that's
Yeah,
all I
and
wanted to say.
thank you. I appreciate
You're
that so
welcome.
much. And I do think that, like, you know, as I reflect too, it would be so nice to help other women and that think they have to do it all or have really like high end like their careers are like a lot and then you take on a lot for all of if we could gather just like reach the women that we can reach, right? And like you talking the way you're talking to me, Trinity, helps so much to, and then I won't have to call my power back and be tired. None of us would. None of us would. I really love that.
I just got the chills because everything that you're saying that you're going through with working, and this goes for everybody, and going through all these experiences, you will have such experience yourself to even be able to help women even more. Because once you get through this, you'll have, it's just like going through darkness and realizing the duality that we all have to live with and we have within ourselves, right? Going through the experience that we've been through allows us to be more powerful in helping other people that have to go through this, because there's millions of people on the planet that are going to need exactly what we're talking about right now and things that we've already been through, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just such a genius. I know. I
Thank
can't
Yeah.
help it.
How do you think we're all doing this right here, right now? How do you think we're all helping women? Because we've been
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
just
And
incredible.
because we've learned. Yes, exactly, Charlotte.
Yep.
Exactly.
Allison,
Exactly.
what helped me when I was laid down for a while was to ask Mother Ethereal for grace.
Mhm.
I cry when I think about it because she was the only one that I knew that had gave grace, and she wasn't going to give it to anybody, is what we were told, but everybody or whatever. But at the time, that was the only knowledge I had. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I'm sure Lee will say you could ask her to help you with that grace,
Right.
you know, and then it'll give you more confidence in yourself. You're just a perfectionist. I'm like that a lot of times too, and you know, it doesn't go away overnight.
No.
You're all perfectionists, to be honest.
I was like, yeah.
I
So
think we all are, and that's probably masculine, isn't it?
yes,
Oh
it is.
yeah.
I
It
knew
is.
it. I knew it.
Um,
Yeah.
a little tidbit too, Allison.
Mhm.
Um, because you're rewiring the way you think.
Yes. I
And
am.
I've been through it. I'm still going through it now and rewiring my emotions. Like it's tied down to certain quote unquote actions, right? And I would pray. I go straight to God. You know, I would tell God, like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And then I would just leave it. I would state my wants and I leave it. And I
Mhm.
let God and my angels and my guides take care of it. That's the feminine approach.
Uh,
Masculine approach is when you say, I don't want this to do this anymore. So I'm gonna do it, do it, do it, do it. Feminine approach. I
Right.
don't
uh,
want this. No, thank you. Turn around, do my own
Mhm.
thing, and then you'll notice a shift. I've noticed that many, many times when I told God or Archangel Michael or my higher self, Mother Ethereal, like, I don't want this anymore. No, thank you. And I just
Mhm.
imagine my higher self just walking away from that, you know?
Right.
Lee, can I please
Right.
piggyback off of what you said? I think the biggest thing that women need to learn is in those terms of when they feel like, they need to give themselves a lot of grace is self-acceptance. I think that is one of the biggest things that women struggle with is self-acceptance, accepting who they are and on all levels, because guess what? We are the teacher and we are the student.
Yeah.
We're always going to be that. We're always going to be
Mhm.
learning. We're never going to be 100%, 100%, see,
Yeah.
top notch without, stumbling or falling or whatever. Earth, we're literally here to just learn. This is a learning ground. We're
mm,
supposed to make mistakes. We're supposed to have mishaps. All of this stuff is supposed to happen because we're here to learn. And then when we, go pass on or go to the higher realms or come back here, not me, not anymore. But anyways, when
washrooms.
that happens,
Oh, leave me alone.
when that happens,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't.
like just, I think the biggest thing is learning to be human. Like that is the biggest test. can you actually be human? It's not about being perfection. It's not about performance. Being on earth is about, can you do this? Can you do this specific thing? That's it. That's all earth
Mhm.
is, kind
And
of. And
have fun. That's the
I
thing.
know.
have
We
fun.
need to have fun.
I
Allow
know.
radiate from the outside inward, like, or no, inside out. Make sure you set that intention. I'm gonna have fun today. I'm gonna enjoy myself no matter what. And if someone is gonna throw a brick rock at me or something, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that hurt. Okay, now I'm gonna pick myself back up again and dust myself. Um, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Trini.
No, you are perfectly fine. And I totally agree with you, Lee, about having fun. I think a lot of people get here and they forget how to have fun because there's so much stuff that's going on. But again, that is externally. The matrix is meant for you. Like, I feel, you know what? And this gonna sound crazy. I'm kind of thankful for the matrix because when you use the matrix in the right way, you start to learn yourself again and empower yourself and become so powerful to the point where the matrix doesn't even stop you anymore. So when you look at it in those terms, it can really help. The matrix is here to empower you when you use it right.
Mm.
Because you're going to get so tired of, looking outside of yourself and needing help and this and that. And guess what? When you get to a crossroads where no one can help you and you have no choice but to help yourself, that's where the power truly lies, is within you. When you don't have nowhere else to go, can I actually hold myself? And this is something that takes practice. It takes skill. It takes work because I'm still working on it, but I feel so much comfortable and so much confident in it. I asked for support. I surrendered to the process. And was it a hard process? Heck yeah. It was, but I literally overcame it to the point where I feel more confident in it now. It does not phase me. It is okay to just have fun and play with life, like Lee said. Okay, that's it.
That
Yeah.
Trini. All right, Shar.
Mm.
Thank you, Allison, for sharing what you're struggling with. And know that just releasing it to your higher self,
Mhm.
saying,
Yep.
I'm deciding I'm not doing this anymore.
Yep. Yep. I have it written down. That's it.
I love it.
And it's weird you said higher self because that's what came to my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You just let your higher self know,
just came right
like, this human body ain't putting up with this shit anymore.
Mm-mm. Nope. No.
You know what, Charlotte? Just stop caring. I think you care too much. Just stop caring what it looks like. Whatever it looks like is whatever it looks like. Just stop caring.
Yeah.
Just be messy. Be messy with it. Be messy and creative. Say, you know what? If I'm gonna go through this, I'm gonna be creative with it. Like, just surrender to
Yeah.
the process. That's the problem. You, like, when you are so up in the clouds, you just want to know everything. You just want to feel oh, I love that cat. How dare you put the beautiful cat in my
My
presence to
baby.
distract
I
me?
know. He's my
Oh,
baby.
so
He sleeps with me. I'm
distracting.
like,
Oh my gosh, I love cats.
Avi.
I need to get one. Okay, anyway, my bad, Charlotte. Okay. But yeah, just
Okay.
stop caring. Just stop caring. You're so in your head that you forgot what it was like to be in your body. That's your biggest, like, honestly, that's the biggest thing you need to work on is just how to be in your body and just stop caring. Okay, this happened. Okay, cool. Okay, this happened. Okay, cool. Unless it's relevant to me and my growth, I'm not going to even focus on it or pay attention to it because that's not my problem. That's not my energy. That's not anything else. You know what? And guess what? All those downloads, it does reaches your subconscious. The reason why you're getting those downloads is because you're ready. If you cannot receive them like right now as they're coming through, then don't. You can
Mhm.
only focus on what you need to focus on. And that's how you kind of go externally from yourself when you try to like, oh, this download means this. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. No, you don't. Okay, cool. I got this download. It's gonna, whenever it physically meets me is when it's gonna meet me. And it meets you at a great time. That's what divine timing is. Those downloads are also a part of divine timing. A lot of people say, don't figure it out right now, Charlotte. Just allow yourself to just be. That's how you stay present. Is when you just say, you know what? Okay, cool.
I get a lot.
Yep.
I get a lot
Yeah.
sometimes, you know.
It- yes.
I do. I
Yes.
get a lot. A lot of different kinds of things, but I think I'm struggling most with ready to move forward as far as myself. And so yeah, the I've talked about the loophole, but the loophole is getting I've been a little snappy lately, like just not being able to tolerate the same shit every day, the same words, the same time, every single day, every day, all the time. I live in my own world, and I'm constantly reminded the same time every day, 300,000 times a day, the same thing. I'm going to go outside now. I'm going to go do this. I did that. And it's hard for me because it takes me out of my space. It takes me out of my element. And I'm like, but didn't you just tell me that yesterday and the day before and last month and 6 weeks? It's very, I'm struggling with that right now. But I'm doing the best that I can with gratitude. Thank you. I appreciate it. Could you please stop? Please, you don't need to tell me if you wiped your ass. I don't mean it like that, but I do mean it like that. You know, like that I'm struggling with that. The loop, it's like a loophole. I feel like I live in a loophole unless I'm by myself or out in public, you know, or talking with people or in the woods. But when I'm in the house, I feel like I'm in a loophole.
Yeah.
And it's getting to a point where I'm like where Allison is at, with a crossroads. And I just wish it would come already, because sometimes I feel like it's never going to come.
No.
And
Okay,
I'm
see that?
trapped here forever in this fucking loophole of people that are carrying around so much density and so much heaviness and believe in everything that's not real and living in a fucking illusion, and it's a lot. I'm struggling with this. It's just only started this past week where it's been real bad. And so I just been to myself or outside or in the woods or visiting, or, you know, like been going to the beach. So that's really been refreshing and cleansing. Although, you know, I saw Alexa Monday at the beach, Lee.
Unintentionally or intentionally?
No, I wanted to see my grandson. It was about him. It wasn't about her. And you would have been very proud of me. I've checked myself. I knew what I was getting into. I felt into it. I read into it. And Allison helped me also because she felt the depression. Yeah, and it's, you know, she looks awful. She's not taking care of herself. She doesn't feel good about her. I mean, the signs are, but I didn't pay any attention to that. I just paid attention to my grandson, went to different part of the beach, built castles, and I tried to cleanse him in the ocean and bubble him and love him. And, you know, and then I never heard from her again. Do you know what I'm saying? So I knew what that was all about. And I knew that that was a test for me. And I think I did really well. I'm not going to lie. It beat me up for the next day, but you know what? I called in everybody that I know to make sure that I had no cords, no nothing, and healing, and I did the best that I could. And I realized too that, you know, that has to be a wrap for me. I got to see him, and when she's ready to heal herself, it wasn't about her, to be honest. I just couldn't tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had zero patience and tolerance. So the further I stayed away from her, the better it was. But I wouldn't stay away from him because he's just the 3-year-old, okay? That doesn't deserve to have to be brought into this when I know he's special. I've known it since he was little. And I asked him, if he sees angels. And he didn't answer me. He didn't know. I don't think he really knew what I was talking about, but yeah, I'm proud of myself. That was tough for me, but I did it without anybody helping me and not calling. Like I didn't say, I need healing.
Yeah.
I just took all the tools
Yes.
that I had, and armored myself, but I didn't let it consume me, the armoring myself. I knew I was going to the beach where there's more grounding than you can't imagine, and the ocean where where else could you be? I stayed in the water most of the time also. So I mean, nothing. There's still more salt in that water than you can't even imagine. It was disgusting. No, I'm dead serious. But at the end of the day, I'm struggling with the loophole in this house bad. Like, I know I've talked about it so many times, but it's just bad
Okay.
because there's
So,
nothing I can do about it. You told me that with even like Alexa or anybody else. You can't get people to uh to choose your life and what you want with your life, or believe what you want to.
Charlotte, Charlotte, we love you, but you need to stop. Like, I swear, when you're talking, I swear it just sounds like you're fighting all the time. But this is the one time where you didn't fight.
Mm.
Your energy is like a fighter, fight, fight, fight. When do you actually like rest? You know what I mean? So like when you said like
All
you
day.
use the outside tools, right? When you said, "Oh, I knew I was going to the beach and that it was going to be a lot of grounding energy." It's about letting things hold you this time. When
no,
you find yourself that you have to hold yourself and you're like, "Well, who's going to hold me?" Let the external things outside of you hold you in any capacity. Like you
Yeah, but
said,
I
you
felt the
allowed
darkness
the
on her,
beach,
man. The
yes,
darkness
the
on her
environment to hold you.
was really, really crazy. And I am Lee, you know what I'm talking about. You felt it. Allison, you felt it. She's got darkness, like she's plagued right now. So it was actually kind of a challenge too, in a way, because I wasn't afraid. And
yeah,
I was proud of myself for that. But I guess you know what I mean. You have kids. You all have children in your lives, so you have that compassion and and praying and hoping that maybe one thing that you say will get them to think. That's all. But yeah, I just told her, I'm not going to be around. I deserve to live my life, and my kids are all grown, and that's what I plan on doing, is living my life.
yes,
Traveling, going around, helping people, doing everything that I can do to
yes,
help humanity, and enjoying my life.
yes.
I'm done.
So, Shar, my question to you is, the loophole, like you've been talking about, and you feel like you're in that fork in the road, right? Have you made the decision
Yeah, I
consciously?
did it a long time ago. I financially don't have the means to walk out the door.
Okay, honey, uh, that that's a block, right?
Yep.
You're putting that block on yourself.
Okay.
Just saying, I'm choosing this path. Allow me to choose this path, no matter what it looks like. Do not say I don't have the financial means, because that creates a block, right? An
Okay.
energy block. Just say I'm choosing this path. I'm choosing this path, and I'm going. You know what I mean? And follow your intuition. You get so many downloads and messages. This is where you have to learn to decipher. Okay, Shar? You have to learn to sift through the information and know which information is going to lead you out of this loophole. Make that intention. May only the information coming in right now lead me out of this loophole. You know what
Well,
I
my
mean?
intuition's been telling me just to be patient,
Okay.
Yeah,
that I'm divinely guided. I get that all the time.
Mhm.
And that by autumn equinox,
Yes.
I will be out of here,
Yes.
you know, and
Charlotte.
and among other couple things, but yeah, and I believe that 100%. I already know I'm divinely guided. Look, I got you guys, and this all has been divinely guided. Yeah, but I also know that I have to make money and get out there. I know I have to. I know I have. That's the other block. The other block is, as much as I like to talk and everything like that, going like what you guys do and going on YouTube is a block for me right now. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it to you.
Charlotte, you
I
keep
even made a channel.
fighting.
I made a new channel, and I did everything, the domain and everything, and I can't for some reason. It's that feminine. I think I need to feel confident in myself with that. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Judgment, maybe because
Charlotte, confidence is
I'm
surrendering. That is
Mhm.
something that you
yeah.
need to focus on, is surrendering in every aspect of your life. I hear you and I hear what you're saying, and I am actually very proud of you of everything you've been doing. You are going in a step of the right direction. But the reason why they keep saying you're divinely guided, everything is working out for you, because they need you to surrender in order for bigger things to take place within life. And it is easier said than done. Like, this is something that I need to support around, is surrendering. You know, everybody needs somebody to lean on, especially when it comes to surrendering. But Charlotte, when I hear you talk, I hear you fighting. These are fighting words, and you're fighting yourself. I keep hearing you fighting yourself. This is the karmic loop of you fighting yourself due to external expectations, just limitations like you that you place on yourself. You're like, oh, I can't do this. Okay, I get that you're feeling the frequency of you can't do this right now, but what, like Lee was saying, choosing to want to do it anyway, whatever that may look like, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience. Trust me, when I said I had to fight tooth and nail to get to where I am right now, it was not easy. Okay. It never is. And it feels like you're alone half of the time. It's like nobody actually understands what I'm going through. And it feels like that all the freaking time, sometimes when you feel misunderstood, or you feel like you're being rejected, or you feel like you're being heard. And then at the same time, it's all about coming back to self. Like, your mission is to come back to Charlotte, so that way she can help humanity the best way she can. Whenever she fills her cup up, whenever she fills those things up. And don't put a time limit on it, Charlotte. Stop trying to think that you need to be perfect in order to go to this next level. It's not. Like, the reason why people are as quote unquote perfect as you think they are is because they knocked down over and over again. They have failed. They have learned to accept the failure. They have learned to accept their mistakes. They accept who they are. And that is where, people like us, sometimes we go wrong. We're not accepting who we are. We're letting society tell us how to be, what's perfection, what's this, what's that. Does it actually make me happy inside to be like this? No. So that's when we have to actually fight for ourselves. It sucks. It sucks because, especially like when you haven't been held your entire life, everything has just feel like it's just been against you. But still, if you don't fight for you, that loop is going to continue to happen. That's why it happens in the first place. That's why people who end up having bad 20s end up having bad 30s, because they don't fight for themselves. They don't choose anything differently. They let life lead them instead of them leading life. And it sucks and it's hard. And trust me, do I know. But somebody has to do it. I have to advocate for myself when no one is around. You have to advocate for yourself, Charlotte. You're going to be okay. I promise you. And you're going in such the right direction. The fact that you are standing strong on what you did when you went to the beach, when you went to go visit your grandson, that's making progress, Charlotte. I didn't hear this from you a couple of months ago.
Mhm.
So you are doing so freaking well right now. Pat yourself on the back, because you're doing good, especially from what you're struggling with right now. I can feel it. And it is okay. You are human. And
I
it's
just
learning
want
to be
freedom.
human. Yes. And it is okay. It is okay to feel like this. It is valid to feel like
I,
that. And
I
it
don't
is
want to be a
valid to
part of
feel
this.
like,
I don't want to chip, and I don't want,
yes.
I don't want any part of that shit. So, I know what I have to do. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm being held back, and I'm holding myself back, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, that's where your intuition lies. You're like, oh, I see. I'm holding myself back. I get it. So,
Yeah.
and guess what? It is okay. Just say, you know what? However, I find the way back home to myself, I'm just going to allow that to happen. That's when you put the swords down and you allow the universe to let it happen. but you still make sure that you're in control of your life and taking
Good.
control of that. And you know that's what you're doing. That's the path that you're going. So be confident in that. I think that's what I'm trying to say too. Be confident within that, in a sense of like, own it. Not just saying it physically, but energetically own it. Own it energetically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Allison, Allison, call
Yeah.
back your energy, honey. Call
Okay.
back your energy.
So
Did
who
you feel
are
it?
do you guys who like
Yeah, I
who,
felt it.
I mean, do we have 88 guides, 100, or is it just like I know our higher self is our most powerful guide, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so what else do we have? Because I sometimes see weird things. I
And
really do. I see some weird shit sometimes when I'm meditating, and I don't know what is going on.
Charlotte's getting really good.
Yeah.
She's getting like really good.
Why a lot of time, you know?
Really are.
And if I don't entertain myself and try to do what I can do, then I'm wasting time. And you guys have more time than I have, obviously. You know what I
I
mean?
think I Shar, to be honest, I think you should just take the plunge. Just hit record on your phone and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
put it up there. To be honest, people will see how pure your heart is, Shar. Like if let them be who they are. And if they make a nasty comment, you know, just push their energy back onto them and coat them in that energy that they're trying to portray onto you. You're like, no, I refuse to feel this energy.
But I don't know how to do that Canva stuff. Like I really don't. I don't know how to do it. I
What do you mean?
tried. My
What do you mean,
thing.
Canva?
I don't know. Maybe I can find. I tried to find somebody that knew how to do all that. But
What do you mean Canva stuff? What do you
don't
need
you need that program Canva
for what?
to go online, like to do things and go on there and start talking? Because the first thing I would talk about is for people to pay attention to spiritual predators.
Yeah.
Like you
Just,
have no idea. I
you
have a
know,
whole list of things I want,
you know what I you know what I do? I just hit record and then I just add the video. I don't even like do the thumbnail anymore. It
I
is
don't
what it
even know
is.
what a thumbnail is.
Yeah, see, exactly. So
Yes.
just hit record and upload a video and then write your description. Um, and pick a time and day that you want it to be posted. And that's it.
Don't you
Just
need like thousands of them before you like? I don't even know what the
you
rules
know
are.
what I no. You when I feel inspired, that's when I record and I
Okay.
post. And that's it. And it will reach whoever it needs to be reached, right?
Mhm.
And if you are, I know there's an algorithm and everything. If you stay consistent, that'd be great. Like the same time. Like I think what is it, Trini? Like 3 times a week or something at the same time. But
Oh, they're gonna
it's
hate me, mess with it anyway. I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
but I think
But
you
I just know that that's also part of my soul path is being heard, being seen,
yes.
my voice being heard. It's been silenced so much in my life. All this time I had the wrong information from my soul path. I thought it was codependency and I was wrong. You look it up. It's a soul path 3. It's my voice being heard.
Okay.
As big of a mouth as I have.
I I think that's why you speak so much is making sure that people understand your message. And I think if you set the intention of only saying you want to conserve your energy, Shar, right? You don't want to like just free flowing, like letting it like almost like I hear word vomit. You don't want to word vomit, right? You want your words to be intentional so you don't lose your audience, right? Because if it's too wordy, you might lose people, right?
Mhm.
But if you're straight to the point and simple, I think that's a key, right? And if anybody has any questions, they could always leave a comment down below, and then
Well, yeah, and I thought, well, maybe when Allison quits one of her 20 jobs that she has, we could do something together because we've been down that, even if it's a couple of little things, we've been down that spiritual predator path together.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
that's two voices opposed to one where maybe people will see, and especially the people that we were maybe associated with, like that might want to get help and realize that we're so much better now.
Yes.
And we can describe a lot of the things that we've been through and the people that helped us and yada, yada, yada. It's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I do want to bring some awareness to that because I hear about it, I read about it with many people. It's quite sad, But yeah, so otherwise, I mean, yeah, I give my guides credit. I mean, your guides, Allison, at least they don't have to deal with my guides deal with, because I talk to them all 20,000 times a day. No,
Honestly, I hear that they love that. They say
I'm
that
talking
you
to
talk
the
to you talk
dragon.
to they
You,
say that you talk to them more than other people talk to their guys. They were like, well, yeah, this is how it's supposed to go. When you need support, you're supposed to talk to us. Not a lot of people do that, though. Not a lot of people stop to think, oh, let me talk to my guides. So you're definitely in the right direction. And Charlotte,
oh
I just want to
God,
give you a little tidbit. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, people are not going to understand me on the energetic level, say, you know what? People are going to understand me, people are going to understand me. And even if it takes some practice, start doing practice videos. Just set the intention, people are going to understand me. And look back at yourself and say,
I
you know
do, and
what,
that's why I
maybe.
don't want to do it because I look back at myself.
So you need a neutrality point of view. Okay, well, so Charlotte, if you want to video collab sometime, I'm
Okay,
down for that. If you want someone to review your videos and tell
Yeah.
you like, hey, maybe you need to do this a little bit more, maybe you need to do that. It's not about, critiquing like how you relay the message. Is more so of being your mirror. I will be your mirror
okay,
if you need it.
yeah,
Like,
I had a hard time looking at myself.
okay, yeah, no, that's no, for sure. I can help you with that. And
But
it's
I do
okay.
want to get something out because the longer that I keep waiting, the more,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if I wait till the fall or put a time on it, you know, I just, even if it's a short, right?
I just feel like you have so much creativity inside of you. It's like I don't know, you just do. You just have it inside of you. And I think like just letting you just get it out in that way is just going to be so healing. That's like a piece of that too.
It pops in all the time. Like just as we're talking, ideas popped in for Trinity's channel. I don't know how to explain it, but I know it's called Birthing 5D, but the word birthing could be used for so many different things. You know that, right? So when we're transitioning and like what you're helping us do right now with the feminine, right? You're birthing us. You're bringing us to birth ourselves, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
By connecting
Mhm.
us, okay? By helping us integrate the masculine and the feminine, we're birthing our a new into our a new us, or however they put it. I'm stumbling, but that just popped in my head a few minutes ago, and things like that come to me time all the time. I don't know how to explain it. All
Char,
kinds for
when
everybody.
whenever you have an inch, like an itch to do a video, a collab, just know that you can always reach out to Trini and me, and we could do. And also, I feel like Allison too. It'll be so fun.
Oh, I
Just
gave her a
like,
million ideas already, even for her
yeah,
and her
Yeah.
husband. Like, I mean, it's
and we could do it for
just,
your
Have
channel.
crystal
or
healing. I have
even
my
like
big
a little
crystal
talk
here.
show type of setting where people can come on and speak for themselves, right? Some people do that, right? And they just have one person and they're like interview one person. But if you could make it almost like a half of a round table with some women up there, right? And being able to, this is what I do, this is my email, but, and then, maybe show a little clip of something here and there. Just, I mean, I don't know. I think big, but you know, but on a scale where not just YouTube. Do you know what's out? You know, did you know you could speak freely on Rumble? It's not censored. Yeah.
I didn't
I
know
just
that.
opened an account with Rumble.
Oh, interesting. Rumble.
Let me tell you what, there's a guy that I follow on there. I don't necessarily, you know me, I'll listen to anything, but I doesn't mean I absorb and believe. However, he'll go right on there and just say, you know, Pam Biondi's being silenced. And they'll just start talking about it. The 3 deaths of Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan and okay, he went on there. You can freely say anything. They can't do it. It's not censored. Okay. So right there that turned me on a little because YouTube demonetize. What he does is he goes to Instagram and he'll make a short and he'll bring up his stuff and he'll say, okay, click my link tree and it will take you right to Rumble. Yeah. So there's more
That
than
is
just,
so interesting.
yeah, you're welcome. I know. I told you I'm always, because it bothers me with the children and a lot of things bother me and I want to be able to really speak my mind eloquently. I promise you, eloquently with feminine divine. Okay. However, I stand for truth. Okay. None of that sugarcoating bullshit. And this guy, I watched him many times. I didn't necessarily believe all of his shit.
Charlotte. That's not what femininity is. You should be allowed to speak how you feel.
Exactly.
That's not. Yeah. So no, not that. Not that you said anything wrong. I just want to let you know, like, femininity is so fluid. Like, you can do whatever you want with femininity, as long as you're not hurting anybody else.
No.
In terms, exactly. So whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever is authentically you, then
Right.
just do it. It's okay. Like, if people don't like it, well, guess what? People always gonna not like something about you. It's just the fact. You could be the most beautiful person inside. They're always
Right.
gonna find something not to like. They're like, oh, you do this, or okay, cool, thank you.
Well, I tell the universe all the time, just give it to people raw and let them invalidate or validate or make that choice as to whether they believe it or not. But the more time that keeps going by, if we have to wait for this whole planet to ascend, I'm not feeling wash, rinse, and repeat. Okay. I'm not. I mean, but I still haven't come to that conclusion yet. Like, it, is that part of it real? Do we just keep coming back here? Or as we ascend, you had to be up there to come down to here. I know that for a fact. So, like you said, there's one of us, or there's whatever, we're in parallel dimensions. Well, you came from way up there, Lee. You already know where you came from, right? So to come here, you had to work your way down. And that's how we have visits on other places and other planets and all kinds of things like that, right? So is that what we have to do? Work our way back up, or do we just keep coming back here?
No, we're supposed to merge it.
Okay, okay, because I mean, really, I want to help, and I don't care if I have to come back here to help. I know, but I don't never want to come back here I don't even want Ford.
Remember, our purpose here on earth is to remember who we are.
Okay.
On a soul level. Not, you are not supposed to remember who I am. I'm supposed to remember who I am, right?
Yeah.
And step into my spotlight, right? And you are supposed to step into your spotlight, Shar. And you're supposed to step into everyone has their own spotlight. I've been saying this, like, step into it. And Allison, stop putting your arm in there. You just gotta step into it, girl.
Yeah. It's so true. It is. I'm just right there.
But the journey of finding out who you are,
yes.
Does that mean like all your past lives and all that too? Because
no.
Okay.
Just stepping into your power. Like right now, you're struggling with like your confidence in yourself, the way that you look. To be honest, I don't see anything wrong. You know what I mean? Of the way you look, you are a beautiful human being, and you want to attract people who see energy and who can feel it. Who cares about those surface level people? Like who
I know.
I mean, I bet you those people who are making those comments are not even that attractive. You know, if it's like you have
Well,
your
well, if it's because they people that make comments, it's
yeah,
because they don't have in themselves what they see in others.
yeah.
Sadly.
And and you have to let that go, right? That is something that you have to push away, energetically feel that energy and push it off of you. Um and and separate yourself from it. Um and love your energy. Love who you are, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
I think
And
that
you
goes along with wanting to be perfect too. Like, you just, okay, if this isn't perfect, it's not going to work. If this isn't the way that it's supposed to be,
But
or
you
it
know why though? But you know why though? The opposite of perfection is acceptance. That's why I said acceptance. Accepting that's how you think. Okay, you know what? I think like this for right now, but let me set the intention that I'm going to think differently. I might be thinking like this maybe 2 days, maybe 5 days, maybe 7 days, maybe 7 years. But as long as I set the intention out there to be like, you know what? I'm going to think differently. That's all that matters. That's the whole point. How would you talk to somebody if you were looking outside of yourself right now? What advice would you give yourself to somebody who says that? To somebody who says like, oh, I want to do this, but because I
uh,
don't feel like this, it's not a possibility for me. I want to
well,
do this, but like, what would you say?
that goes back to what I said a while ago. And that's, I need to take my own advice.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Because I never have a problem empowering and
Mm-mm.
being honest, because I just see the best in everything and everyone. The beauty, the love, the kindness, the compassion, the struggle. I feel it and see the best in everyone. However, when we have to sometimes take a look at ourselves, it,
Yeah.
it's just different.
Yep.
Oh,
That's you're
Charlotte. Oh,
struggling with the
Charlotte. I
same
want to
thing.
take you on. Oh, Charlotte, I want to take you on as a
Oh,
personal client because let me tell you something. I was exactly where you are. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% perfect now, but what I'm saying is all these things, it was like, nobody gets me. Nobody understands me. I just need a support system. I need somebody to see me. I need some help. And until I got even tired of that, and I was like, okay, let me just help myself. Forget all this. And you're already like on that path already.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to be your mirror for a little bit. And I
Oh,
would not mind taking you on to be your mirror. Because again, I know what that's like to be like, I know all of these things, people, but it's just like, but again, if I had people, and I know you just want to be held, right? You just want to be understood, but if I had people that how could I say this, cater to me or baby me, I would never be where I am today. And I'm not saying tough love in the sense to be like, you better do this right now, girl, you
no,
ain't,
you're
no, no, no.
100%.
right.
Yeah, so
Because
yes,
I mean,
yes.
the old me would have called Lee as soon as
Mm-hmm.
I had the visit with my grandson, and I would have been freaking out and wondering. And this time it was just a lot easier. Allison checked to make sure I didn't have any cords. I had already cut them. Called in what I needed to. I just wanted to make sure that I did what I was supposed to do, and I did it all right. I did my cleansing, and I wasn't afraid, so I knew right off the bat, yes, the confidence is there. I'm divinely guided. I am so protected. I know
Mm.
this. And I'm grateful. Totally. But
Yeah.
it's just a
You've
work
made
in
huge
progress.
strides. Like you don't seek validation. Like you rarely ask me for anything anymore. Like
No,
that's the biggest thing, like that you guys like seriously, like she's
I'll
doing
ask
all
her, like,
her
what's my
own
color?
things.
That, like, what's my color? But
Yeah, it's
that's,
like little things or like, but and sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, or
yeah, right.
like I'll do the best I can, like
Okay.
me feeling into
No,
it,
but I
but
make sure I say, if
energy,
you're tired, don't worry about it. Because I don't
yeah.
want anybody to waste their energy on me.
It's
I
yeah,
know what it's like when I going with Alexa that day or seeing my grandson. I realized how much energy that took out of me. It
mhm.
was the worst thing. So it made me completely respectfully, with so much gratitude, understand that when people use their energy to help me, and I don't want anybody to ever get the way that I was for 2 days. Like,
And
I mean, I'm sorry, money or no
I
money,
guess,
I don't ever want. I didn't like the way I felt. There isn't any amount of money that could compensate being in bed for 2 days.
yeah.
Do you
So
understand?
I think the next step for you, Shar, is to learn in the moment, knowing when Alexa's energy is like penetrating
Oh
yours.
no, I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done.
you
Cut it off. It's cut off completely. I
okay.
had to make. This is what I needed to be able to do that. I needed that, and this has been ongoing now for 6 months, where I've seen her like 3 times, and she's worse and worse. And I mean, no, 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 no. I've worked too hard
Yeah.
to protect. You know what I mean? I've worked too hard, and
Mm,
I can't save anybody. They have
yeah.
to want to help themselves,
Yeah.
regardless of who they are. And that's the truth. I mean, it breaks my heart, but not that much anymore, because I have to stand in my power.
Yes.
If she said I need help, well, then I know what to do. I brought your name up a couple of times. I said I have your email, and it was almost like she just acted like she didn't even hear me.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I'd say, oh yeah, I'm I take classes, and I didn't say, look, you need to be saved, and this person could save you. No, I didn't do that. I went around down the street and around the corner with it to let it be known that you are powerful. You need to. She was never like this before.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. And it's hard to fight the demons, and I'll
Yeah,
continue to pray for her.
I appreciate that, and
Yeah.
that's what I do. But I'm not giving it my attention.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
All right. So we are a little bit over. I'm so
Oh,
sorry. So how are you guys feeling? Do you feel like you
Mhm.
know where you want to go within this next week? What we're practicing on?
oh,
Allison,
definitely.
you know
Yeah.
what,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I know what I have to do.
And to be honest, like remember the feminine approach is soft, right?
Mm.
You're not pushing it, you're not fighting it. You're just setting the intention and letting it go. Like it's like a balloon, right? You're making your wish and then letting it go. And
Mm.
then it's going to be taken care of by
Yeah.
source and your guides, right? And you'll get those subtle nudges, right? In where to go next, if that makes sense. Just
Hmm.
pose the question out there and let it go. Let it float, right?
So
Um,
if you're getting pain, like sometimes I get it in the middle of my back. I mean, I really thought like it's not my root or anything, right? Like, cause I'm just serious. Like right now, it's in the middle of my back. It's just energy.
Feel into it, Shar. I want you to feel into it. Find it,
Hmm.
ask what is happening.
It started like yesterday. So it goes up to the middle of my back, and that's why I was bringing energy up. I thought maybe it was stuck, and I breathe in, I bring it up, and I was bringing it out my ears.
Remember, don't I want you, you're telling it where to go. That's masculine energy. So
Okay.
just bring the energy around it and then blow it. Go. Just it's like dandelion, right? So you blow it and allow it just to go wherever it needs to go, right? And be more feminine with that, okay? Don't tell it where to go. Just allow it to move, right? And allow your guides and your higher self to move it out if it is bad, and trust that, you know. Um, and they know too. They know too.
They
Uh,
know that I've had massive amounts of energy in my head, like because it's in my head still right now. And
Mm.
I'm dead serious. Like every time I take a deep breath in, it uh it's in my head. I cleared it for a little while. I thought I cleared it today, but it's like listening to an ocean in my head, if that makes any sense. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So I don't even hear the frequency anymore, because this supersedes it with sound, the energy, and I know it's energy. I can feel that it's energy, but I'll breathe in. There's my ears. Whoosh. It's like a whoosh. And it's in my ears.
I think
That's,
it's trying to, you tell the energy, go where you need to go and relax your body. I think you're, again, to be honest, I feel like it's your Kundalini testing
I
you.
just swear to God, that's what came to me yesterday.
And
Oh,
it's like, is this
God.
woman gonna
So
let
Allison, we
go?
both gotta trust ourselves. I'm
Mhm.
so sick of
Yeah,
this
that's,
shit.
I know.
It's a trusting ourselves. I said
Yeah.
that. I said because it's halfway up my back, but then it
Yes.
stops.
Yes.
Then I
It's
feel a
like,
flush going up my head.
yep.
And I think I asked. I said, Allison, isn't it supposed to go out my crown? Or you know,
And it, don't judge it. Right now you're judging it, right? And you're telling it, it should be going out my crown, right? And no, you
out my ears.
That's what I
I
keep
want it
saying,
out.
Charlotte. You keep fighting yourself. You keep
Mhm.
fighting
Yeah.
yourself at every turn.
Yeah.
You keep fighting yourself. You keep having
Well,
a
you could
thought. Your
birth me.
intuition might say, "Hey, girl,
You
this is
could
going
birth
on," and
my
you're like, "No,
me on your
no, no,
show.
no."
I
You
think
know?
just by changing your thought pat, like instead
Yeah,
of like,
Yeah.
because our tongue is so important, I have to do the same thing. So
yeah.
instead of telling myself, I'm never going to get over this, I'm going to be like, just like you guys said, I'm choosing to move forward. I'm choosing to let the Kundalini roll through me. I'm choosing and take a deep breath and then blow it out, blow the dandelion and blow the seeds everywhere. And then they'll
yeah,
just float.
yeah, it will
Because
go where,
no matter what you think, what you say is actually law.
yes,
Because when they
Exactly.
say like
But
thoughts become
your
action, what
tongue.
you say with your
Mhm.
mouth, out of your mouth, that's an action. So
Oh,
you're basically taking action when you're actively choosing. That's what I said. That's what they say. Actively choose. Because when you're actively choosing, now what your body got to say? Because
Yeah.
now that's a part of your DNA.
Well,
You always can read.
I'm actively talking to my feminine divine all the time and loving her and like Lee would say, nurture it. And
Shar,
now I
mhm.
watch what you wish for.
Shar.
Yeah,
Okay, so
stop.
now you have to talk to your body. Your body is resisting.
Okay.
Right now, remember your body has been through a lot, and you have to tell your body, relax, trust that this is divine energy. Because right now I can see it. It's like, well, what is this? What is this? And
Well, 4 times this has happened and it's never gotten up this high though.
I know when you told me that, I was like, oh, Shar, it's moving up, girl.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's never gotten up this high before. So
Yes.
that's why it came to me, but I didn't trust it my own self.
This is great. You're
Shame
making
on me.
much. No, 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 no. Just say, look how much progress I made.
Yeah.
I am
Oh yeah.
doing such a great job. Don't beat yourself down on this. This is when you have, again, like Allison, grace. Grace is
Hmm.
like, okay, I'm in the hole again. Okay, I'm gonna get back up, right? When you
Yes.
feel like you're ready. Okay, that's the feminine approach. Don't be hard on yourself. That's masculine, right? It's like, shame on you. No, no, no. Soft, soft.
Hmm.
So do you bring the feminine energy? Do you bring this energy? I bring it up. Is that what I do? So like
Just no,
it's stuck in the middle of my back right now. I just
just
want, you know what I've
breathe.
been doing? Fire, bringing the fire out and bringing in Lemurian cooling water, and it really does help. But I'm wondering
Okay.
if I'm suppressing it
Yeah,
by
I think
doing
So
that.
what you're doing is you're trying to what's happening is the reason why you keep fighting with yourself is because in some way, shape, or form, you are basically looking for external validation in some way, shape, or form. And that
Okay.
is why you continue to keep fighting with yourself. When you start to say, you know what, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, this is what it is, like you said earlier, you have to like basically do that in all aspects of your life. You have to say, this is what it is, this is how it is, and that's it. It is what
Okay.
it is. So that's called like basically just trusting yourself again, learning
Okay.
to trust yourself. And I feel like that's what the path that you've been on, and you've been doing so, so, so well in it.
So
But
good.
if you come to people, just know they're probably going to say, hey, Charlotte, you're not trusting yourself again. You need to trust yourself. And
Yeah.
that's how it has to be, because we have to keep letting you know, like, hey, what
No,
you're
I'm
doing
grateful.
right now is you're in your masculine. It's time to come back into your feminine.
Right.
That's
No,
so
I'm
that's
grateful. I
what
don't
we
go
need
to
to work
anybody.
on. But Charlotte, I think that we should talk after this. I think
Okay.
we should wrap up the session. It's kind of like
Okay.
getting to the point where it's getting a little bit over, but
I'm
you can
sorry.
call me. I put my number in the chat if you want to continue to talk to me after this.
Okay.
I'll write it down, Char. Write it down because
I
we're
don't
gonna.
know where it is.
It's in the chat. Do you see? Like, okay, I'll read off the number. Hold on.
Okay.
Me,
Can we do
stop.
that off recording?
Yeah, wait. Wait,
Definitely.
wait, wait. Is there a button that says chat? I'll find it.
Yeah. It's at